Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
Edo polls. Obaseki vows to arrest persecutors, attackers of PDP supporters in Edo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. We want to say a very big thank you for always supporting us. We truly, really appreciate you. Well, the incidents and the issues that happened over the weekend, it's about a week by tomorrow, yes, are still very much on. Governor Gordon Obaseki, has vowed that those who were involved, in attacking the PDP convoy and that came to the palace to greet the Obas will be brought to justice. We know that as well. There is already investigations ongoing with regards to that. They've investigated some persons of interest that said they have no dealings with what happened, and they can go on to traditional means to sort out those that have done it. It's I really, it's considered as disrespect, especially to the Oba of Benin, the traditional ruler. It's really an eyesore what those, who were involved in that did, especially that there was even gunshots around the palace of the Oba. This is unheard of, has never been. And in fact, you have to treat especially the dignitaries with honor and respect. Apart from the Oba, a very high esteem, traditional ruler in Edo State. There were also visitors in Edo State talking about governors, senators and ministers who came to have the flag off with Governor Gordon Obaseki, and all this happened at the gate, the entrance to the Oba of Benin Palace, where people were there. Supporters of the two big parties. We hear that there were clashes, shouting on one another to the extent that they were gunshots. So Gordon Obaseki has said, you know what, these people will be brought to justice. Let's get on to the news and get all the details. Edo polls. Obaseki vows to arrest persecutors, attackers of PDP supporters in Edo. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki says his administration is doing everything within his power to be law abiding, to arrest the persecutors, those that attack supporters of the People Democratic Party at the palace of the Oba of Benin. Obaseki stated this in a statement posted on his Facebook page on Friday. Recall that supporters of the People Democratic Party and the All Progressive Congress APC had on Saturday, July the 25th, clashed at the palace of the Oba of Benin. The clash preceded the visit of the leaders of the People Democratic Party who were at the palace to pay homage to the monarch ahead of the commencement of the campaign flag off of the party. It was gathered that the former chairman of APC, Comrade Adams Oshomole, Captain Husa Okumbo, and Pastor Osage Ize Iyamu were also at the palace for a function after the visit of the People Democratic Party leaders. Sounds of gunshots rent the air, with several supporters of both sides sustaining various degrees of injury, just as motorists and pedestrians ran for safety. There had been accusations and counter accusations from both sides, from both parties since the incident occurred. But Obaseki, in a statement on Friday, said he was not weak as governor, but believed in respecting human rights. He also noted that he would use state power with dignitaries and decency and moderation, adding that his administration was committed to ensuring violence-free election in the state. The governor further said the attack was an attempt to provoke him. He said, I believe my power as a governor should be used respectfully, particularly in the face of provocation, and especially what the other party did in the palace by attacking our supporters in an attempt to provoke me. He also expressed optimism that as a PDP state, I am confident that our party will win the forthcoming elections. If we have an election today in the state, People Democratic Party will win by 75%. PDP has also won every national election in Edo State. This will not be an exception. The Edo governorship election is slated for September the 19th. It will come, and eventually, by the grace of God, I will emerge again as the governor of Edo State. Well, people, you've heard Governor Gordon Obaseki speaking and saying that those who engaged in that attack and, behaved in a very unruly manner will be brought to justice. He said, as a governor, I like what he really particularly said, that he's not going to use his power because he's a governor just to oppress the people. No. He said he's going to use it decently and in order as a law-abiding citizen, to do things decently and in order, which is very, very good, which is what a leader should do, not because you have some form of power, oppress others. He said he's going to use the power invested in him decently and in order, not to oppress people, not to make the masses feel that he's the governor, then oppress them. I perceive Governor Gordon Obaseki as a gentleman, quiet, and as a result, people should not take his gentility for stupidity or foolishness. And like he said it's not weakness. It is not weakness at all, you know. He said, so what happened in the palace on Saturday at the entrance of the palace was not just, an insult to the Oba of Benin, but also, to visitors that were in the state at that time. What happened is not what should happen. Is wrong, and let's call what is wrong wrong. There is no other name for it than being wrong. So things need to be done decently and in order. Governor Gordon Obaseki was in the palace to greet the Oba, to pay homage, and to say, Father, we are having a flag of permission to fall out, and that's what should be. That's what should be. Things should be done decently and in order, not just, anyhow. Governor Gordon Obaseki was particularly not happy at all that this was happening and said, no, 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 no. Those who have been engaged in such activity will be brought to justice. They will be dealt with, and they will eventually find out those who have done this. He said, "I am not doing this, because I'm the governor and I want to, exert my power on people or oppress the people. No, 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 no. On the contrary, but just to say that everyone or anyone who has done this act, who has engaged in this kind of act in Edo State, will be brought to justice." I think that is a bold statement to say. And I think, like I said, he's a gentleman, he's a quiet person, and people should not take his gentleness for granted. Well, you've heard the governor, he said he's going to deal with those who have, been involved in such an act. I think we should mind ourselves during these elections. The elections should be fair and fair. It should be a time where people are able to do things decently and in order without oppression and, without fear or favor, but should be able to love what they want to do and be able to vote their person with confidence, not being afraid. Well, my people, this is what we are, saying today. Don't forget to like us, to share, to subscribe, to click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. A very big thank you to you. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.